What's happening, folks? Back with another reaction, back with another Izzy dip, which is to say another lucky dip from Izzy World, and this is another one from his All Killer No Filler playlist. And it's a tune called Ice Cream by, I think, New Young Pony Club. I thought I read it in the list that Izzy gave me as New Pony Club, but in the metadata when I queued it up it says New Young Pony Club, so that's the way I'm going to list it, and I'll change it if necessary. In any case, Ice Cream, it gives us a visual reference. Of course, ice cream is a sweet treat, a dessert that many people desire, and I feel like all of that is fertile ground for figurative or metaphorical meaning. Maybe it's the kind of phrase that will function on multiple levels. That would probably be my guess going into it. So let's give it a listen and see what I can pick up. This is New Young Pony Club, and the song is Ice Cream. Ice streams. Oh. I can be the source you crave. I can spell what you can say. Chocolate flavored love theme. Treat the treats you so mean. Covering your nights and days. Let me give you what you'd like. I can make your mouth run dry. Drink me like a liquor, come on and dip your dipper. Show me what you're here for, guy. I can give you what you want. I can make your back real taunt. Fantastic, playroom fancy, sick like Sid and Nancy, wicked as a joyride jaunt. What you want, I can give you what you want. What you want, I can give you what you want. You want, I can give you what you want. What you want, you want what you want now. I love that very electronic, bleepy, I guess a bass line, that boop, 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 beep, beep, beep. I really do enjoy that element. And then there was like another like two-note keyboard electronic rhythm phrase that I noticed in the back half of the tune especially. I like that. But there's a lot going on, like sonically. There's that little like woodpecker type of tapping rhythm. Eventually there's a clap in there. And there's just like nice layering of the keyboard or like synth melody overall, and definitely a tune that feels like it's a bit tongue-in-cheek. I do think there's a lot of like sexual metaphor at play, but it's all using like, you know, chocolate and sundae and ice cream, like the sweet desserts, the treats that one might seek. But again, I think they all are doubling for intimacy and, physical sexual activity. Maybe I'm wrong there, but that seemed to be what was happening. And even the vocals kind of had this spoken quality. Admittedly, when there was a bit more of a sung quality to them, I was trying to think of who it was. It was like, does this remind me of Shirley Manson from Garbage? Like, there was some reference my brain was trying to make. That's the closest I can get to associating it with a voice that I already know. But definitely, it felt like there was a bit of like a wink and an edginess to the delivery, which just enhanced that metaphor or like figurative, we all know what we're talking about here type of feeling as the tune went along. So yeah, a fun tune, an amusing tune, and I enjoy the electronic stylings, in particular that bleepy, like kind of constant but shifting in tone bass line that was notable for, the second 2/3 of the track. I didn't really notice it in the first like minute or two, but then after that it was a very prominent element. So yeah, a fun tune, a funny tune. I am curious, who these guys are and when, or I should say maybe ladies, because definitely the lead vocalist anyway was a female. So in any case, I do wonder when this tune came out. I'll say post 2000, but either way, it's one that I'm going to have to listen to again and, sort of let the humor and metaphor wash over me and sort of get a sense for, because there were some lines that I caught, and then there were a couple moments where I was like, oh, I wonder what that means. Oh, this next line was funny. So it's one where I'll have to digest it over multiple listens. In any case, thank you again to Izzy. Let me know what you think. I'll see you next time. Peace.